So the age-old question that DIYers always want to know, how much does it cost to paint my car? We're going to give you a few price tiers, but to be honest, there's not really a great answer. That's because it can vary so much from job to job, car to car, type of materials, level of detail, and the cost of the shop or the painter spraying your car. But let's assume you want to tackle your first paint job all by yourself. We can help figure out what the cost would be, roughly. Now, we have to make some assumptions in this video about what equipment you might already have. I know some people in the comment section are going to say, we don't have that. Well, I get it. But if you're spending time working on cars, then eventually you will build up the right equipment to do things like this without having to buy new tools. So let's assume you have completed bodywork on your car. If you're a car enthusiast, I imagine that you want to tackle that portion of the build anyway. You also have a compressor, safety equipment, and somewhere to spray your car. I'm not going to factor in monthly rent on a 2-car garage for you. We're also going to say that you want your car painted white. This way we can show you the cost comparison between all of our paint systems with one color. First thing you need to think about is a paint gun. Yes, you can spend $1,000 on a paint gun, but most DIYers are not going to do that. You can get an intro paint gun at Eastwood for around 89 bucks that'll spray base and clear no problem. If you want to step up to a more professional system, we have a color clear gun for around 315 bucks. There's even a bunch of spray guns somewhere in the middle of those. Now you need paint. Eastwood has 3 options. The first is our lowest cost system. That would be a pre-mixed single stage paint. This type of paint has a clear coat mixed in with the base coat, so you can get the color and the clear all at once. Now, you do lose some depth and complexity when you spray a single stage paint, but you can still get fantastic results. So for a gallon of GM Fleet White single stage, you're only looking to spend around 200 bucks. But remember, you don't need to buy a clear, which is really nice, and it actually reduces the cost of a DIY paint job by a significant amount. The next cost option would be a pre-mixed base coat system. These pre-mixed paints are going to be most of the same colors as our single stage paints, but instead of having the clear coat mixed in, they need to be top coated with a separate clear coat. So if we look at GM Fleet White again, but it's base coat, it's going to be around $170 with the activator. I also recommend our 4:1 Premium Show Clear, and that would be around another $270 for a gallon of clear and the hardener. So all in for this option, you would be looking at around $450 for base coat and clear coat. Not bad, but definitely more expensive than the single stage option. Again, with the base coat and the clear coat system, you get more complexity and a deeper gloss. The last option at Eastwood would be our OEM Select base coat system. Again, this is going to be our top tier, okay? And it's going to be a base coat and a clear coat system. So 2 separate coatings. Now, the big benefit to OEM Select is that you now have access to over 75,000 colors to choose from. You also get a higher quality paint, meaning it will look better for longer. Now, the OEM paint is available in a bunch of different formulas, but for the purpose of this video, we are only going to talk about the ready to spray formula. If you want to know more about OEM paint, you can check out the link in our description. As I mentioned, we're going to talk about the ready to spray formula. We are going to pick GM Olympic White, code WA8624. It will come out to about $370 for the base coat. Of course, you will need a clear coat, so another $270 for our 4:1 clear. All in all, you have about $650 for a white paint job with our OEM Select. Now, before you get angry in the comments section on this video, paint costs can vary greatly depending on the color. It might have an undercoat or it might have a midcoat, which would increase the price. The bottom line is that OEM Select is going to be more expensive than the other options. However, you get access to way more colors, and it's going to be a professional quality paint job. So let's check out the prices one more time. For a GM Fleet White single stage, Eastwood paint is going to run you about $200. A premixed gallon in the base coat clear coat formula will run you about $450. The OEM Select base coat clear coat system will run you about $650, but will likely get a tad bit more expensive on more elaborate colors. All in all, you can save a ton of money painting your car yourself. It's going to take some time, elbow grease, and the right equipment, but you can get great results at home for a fraction of the price. Comment down below and tell us what's holding you back from painting your car yourself. Is it price, space, time? As always, if you want more information on any of the products we mentioned, click the link to visit eastwood.com.